in court, and today we welcome back the top attorney in Prince George's County, State's Attorney Tara Jackson. Thank you so much for joining us today here in studio.
Thank you for having me.
So I know days before Halloween, county police arrested a man charged with impersonating law enforcement, and I was really stunned by the amount of ammunition and guns and patches they recovered from this man's home. I know you're limited in terms of what you can say about the case, but what advice do you have for residents, obviously with the holiday, how to tell if an officer who pulls you over, stops you, is legit or not?
Well, let me say this. I mean, it's always concerning when we see cases like this because they erode the public confidence in law enforcement. But what I would say to our residents and people that are traveling throughout the DMV area is don't be afraid if stopped. Number one, to pull to a place that is well lit, that appears safe. But then secondly, when the officer, if it's a traffic stop, when the officer approaches your window, to ask for the officer's ID, for the officer's name, for the officer's rank and badge number, and make sure that you get it. They've been taught to give that information to you. And then also, they have different insignias, and so make sure if you're in Prince George's County that the badge says Prince George's County Police Department, the car says Prince George's County Police Department, the any information, any documentation that they give you says Prince George's County Police Department as opposed to just security.
With an arsenal like that, what we're showing right now, any sense of what he may have been planning?
I have no idea, but suffice it to say he should not have had all of that ammunition, all of those guns, and we certainly will be further investigating that case and determining how he should be held accountable.
And second, another case that we've been following closely, that birthday party, sadly, where it turned deadly after someone crashed into the event that was happening outside of the family's front yard. This has been a tough one for the community where children were gathered for a birthday party. I know there's been an arrest in that case. What can you tell us in terms of just speaking to the victims? Have you been able to reach out to them?
Just earlier that day, in fact, I was in Bladensburg at a community event and just enjoying the community with the residents there. And of course, I was saddened to hear about the incident. I guess what I can say is that's another case that we are investigating to determine how to hold the person accountable. We do believe that maybe speed was involved, but I can't say for sure yet what the charges will be. But I can tell you that we're going to make sure that, especially in a case like that where children were hurt at a birthday party, we're going to make sure that we do everything we can to hold him accountable.
I want to move on to another big topic, Maryland's Second Look Act. It took effect this month. It gives a second chance to long-serving incarcerated individuals, allowing judges to reconsider or to take a look at, review the whole picture of the person's history as well as how they've grown while they've been in prison. What more can you tell us about who may be eligible for this?
Well, as you said, over the last several years, the legislature has seen fit to give persons a second opportunity. And primarily we're talking about younger persons. So there's the Juvenile Restorative Act, which focuses on children that committed crimes or persons that committed crimes under the age of 18. And then there's the Second Look Act, which expands the age range up until about 25. And so what it does is just what you said. It gives these persons the opportunity to show that they have been rehabilitated. And it's our job, our office's job, to look at those cases and to evaluate and make a recommendation to the court. And wherever we can, I'm going to say I believe that public safety involves giving opportunities where appropriate. So wherever we can, if we find that the person has indeed been rehabilitated because they've taken responsibility and they are no longer a threat to public safety, then we will look to give people second opportunities.
Can you give us a sense, just under your jurisdiction, how many people may be in consideration for this?
I don't know the number, but I can tell you that quite a few have already applied under both the Second Look Act as well as the Juvenile Restorative Act.
All right, State's Attorney Tara Jackson, thank you so much for joining us today in studio.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be with you.
We'll be right back.